Yeah, well, that's enough about your sex life. We're talking paving here, but. Hello guys, Groundwork Berserk here. We are carrying on with our part 3 paving. This is part 2, 3-part paving lesson for you for free. So today, let me show you. Right guys, you already know El from EA Diggers. He's brought his tip of the day. Look, let's have a quick look at that.
Finally fixed.
People like to see a motor, don't they? EA Digger Limited. Look at that. It's a nice truck, yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the way you got it all wrapped and that. It's nice. Lovely. Right guys, so you've seen what we've done already with the base. Bring your sand in. It's got to be sharp sand, all right? Sharp sand, grit sand, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're from. Now I've got some nice tools here that are worth buying. This is what we call a screed rail for screeding on, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use that as a level to pull everything flat, right? And then afterwards I take these out and just fill the little divot that's left. So I set my level up here with a string line, and you know how complicated the levels are here, that there, so then I know left to right I'm going to have the right levels, yeah? And then we know we're level here. I've also got a screed rail. Now you can just use a bit of timber or anything, but this tool you'll see later on, it's called a screed rail. Fantastic bit of kit, probably more expensive if you're doing it yourself, but if you're in the trade, well worth buying from Probst. Yeah, so get your sand out, get it roughly where you need it to be, and here's where we're starting, right? Now normally you'd start at the road, yeah, and you'd work this way with your block paving, but this job's a little bit different for us. We're on quite a slope, so we really want to start at the bottom and make sure we haven't got any gaps that might shunt forward later. So we'll lay everything this way. It's a little bit awkward, but you'd always normally lay that way and work on top of your paving. We're actually going to do this in 2 halves, so we'll do this side of the paving and then we'll return and do this side of the paving. That's the only way we're going to do that. So getting your levels, I've got this roughly where I need it. You can see there, too high, right? So nice and simple, little tap. Now I'm about 3-4 mil too high there. That's what you want, okay? Because after, at the end of the day, when you're all finished block paving, you're going to whack it again and you're going to compact it. So this is what we like to do. So that's how we're doing that. And then we'll do the same up here with our string line. Excuse me. And we'll do the same up here, right? So we know the string line is the top of our paving. We'll put this roughly where we need it to be. I'm about 20 mil too high. Too high. Nice thing about these conduit pipes, they're for electricians, but they don't rust. So I've had these for a long time. There you go, look at that. Yeah, lovely. That's our level. We'll do another one over here and then I'll show you the screeding. If you've got the money, get yourself one of these. It's called a Texas Placer. They're cheap, aluminium. But what a tool. If you're doing concreting or anything where you're moving stuff on the ground, way better than a shovel. Look at that.
I've used one where there's a similar setup, there's a pole in the middle with handles, like a V-shape
with a cross.
Yeah.
I bet it's the same firm like this.
Yeah, it's the red handles and all that. Yeah. So what have I got to do here?
To get this bit, well, we're going to start with that piece brickwork.
Oh, you're going to go back here?
Yeah,
right, okay.
We'll do that by hand later. So we'll just do a couple of pulls.
No wrapper?
Yeah, after.
Okay. Right, listen, I've never used this sort of one. So
that's alright.
It's all new to me this time.
Right, go again.
That's
Fairport?
Fairport, and it's a tarmac one.
Yeah.
Because
I really like the Fairport stuff. It's nice. You don't see it very much, but it's really well made.
Yeah, I've got the
brake is good. They're hydraulic breaker. It's small, is it?
yeah, I've got the wider plate and that. Just got to put a new engine on it, which I see, and bloke didn't even know what he had because it's got straight edges, so it's good for the tarmac.
Yeah.
Because you go tight up to the edge, and you ain't got the curve up or anything like that.
That's even straighter than mine.
Yeah, with that,
Hey, fucking Liam's got that, mate. Let's go home. Right, we'll see you tomorrow, Liam. Get all that laid, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning, girls, alright? Hello. Down to school? Oh, great fun. Bye.
Missed the days. All days, eh? Yeah,
Right, mate, we'll check. Do you want to check those street bars good still? We'll go again with the rail.
Yeah, I think she's alright.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. If you want to just put a little bit, just here, and here, that we can put the screed rail behind and we can pull it up with us. That'll do, get that with my hand that bit. So what we do here, I did the same method as I did with the edges. This time I put a slurry on the concrete below, then I put my dry bed, then slurry again, and then the pavers on top. That will tie that into that, and these will never fall off, which is a common issue. Always used to be a common issue anyway. And then we've just mitered these corners here. When you're laying paving, do remember, you don't have to be spot on. See these little gaps here? They might look a bit obvious now, but once all the kiln dried sand goes in, that hide a multitude of sins. And then so by creating these gaps all the way along, it means that I've worked out every stone to be perfect to the end. Same here, so we've got no cuts. We just create a few gaps along the run, rather than cutting in a slither, which we have had to do up there, but can't always avoid it. And then we've got some gear in here, we'll let that go off, and then once that's gone a bit harder, I'll be able to work that in and tidy it up. And Liam here smashing it, ain't you, Liam? Yeah. He loves it, look, he fucking can't get down quick enough. But yeah, I don't know, what's the time now? It's 10:30, we're all screeded out. Screed rails. So what we would do is typically throw the sand down, get it to where we want it, compact it, then do it again with the screed rails that I showed you earlier. These boys compact it a couple of times actually, which is good. There's always more than one way to skin that cat, and no doubt you'll compact it after the blocks are down as well, won't you? Yeah, so same as us. So we're hoping to get the block pavers down today before it rains, and then tomorrow we can do all the cutting in all the way around if it does rain, which we're expecting it to. So, there you go. Where are you from, Liam? boy.
Beddington. Yeah. Beddington boy.
Crime Watch, that's where he's from. Yeah, looking good. How much sand have we used in total?
We have 35mm spread, which you don't want 50s. 50mm sand on it, because otherwise you've got more chance of it sinking and messing around. We was at about,
so what have we go on? 4 ton?
No, 3.1.
3, so 3 ton, and what's this, about 50 square metres, 60?
This is 46.
Okay, yeah, so 50 square metres.
Yeah.
And just go through what our makeup is. So we've dug down and we've done what, about 100mm of base on?
It was more than that. We put in more because normally around Brighton it's chalk.
It was a bit more clay here, wasn't it?
In there, so we went down deeper. We put in about 150mm base.
Yeah.
With Taram underneath that.
And then what, 40mm of sand on top of that?
Yeah, it was about
here or there.
That,
yeah. You can go down to about 20mm of sand if you want to. There's no problem with that.
It just comes down to what
what your levels are.
Ground is as well.
Yeah.
Because there's no point. You only want to lay it the once.
That's right, mate.
Be done with it, and then never. Well, the only time you want to hear from the customer is when they're asking you for more work. Be done. That's right. Have a blow in a minute. I'll just set these and then I'll jump on. Have a blow. Look, I'm going to take long to get that now.
Well, that's a 10th of it already, isn't it? I'd say.
Yeah. It won't take long to get that now. But block cut's only good, and you have to lay to whatever block cut's only good until you can
already, look.
Right, you can always manipulate and release cut.
Not with a scouring pad out.
Yeah. Come on, you got the old Brillo pad on there. What's that?
No.
I'm turning it silver. No, you don't.
It's not materialistic flow. You literally, anything that turns a pound, it does.
Yeah, you can see that and all, can't you?
Yeah, I remember when I was standing right old bastard. He used to know the website.
Yeah, I do. Alright guys, so we've set out all our sand and screeded it all, and then just slowly but surely we've been laying the block pavers down. So the clients requested a nice separating pathway down the centre, which is nice because you get a car here and a car there, or if you need to, you get 3 cars here on Christmas. To be honest, you could get 4 or 5 cars on here if you had to for family. Here's our reg that we did earlier. Here's a nice little tip if you're doing this. You see this quite often, so make sure that the spacing's correct as we go up the driveway. They leave a block just in there, and we'll cut them down later and slot them all in at the end of the job. Yeah, I must admit, Liam down here is killing it, but Ellis is a bit slow, showing his age.
Slow is fast, and on the if you're out of control.
Got any tips for laying them? Do you pull them in nice and tight to each other as you lay them? What's your tricks? Just throw them in. But I'm right, aren't I? If you leave them too loose, you end up creating a gap further up the driveway, and then you're always chasing the gap.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's enough about your sex life. We're talking paving here, but.
Trying not cut your fingers, that's what you
Yeah. So we're halfway through the day. It's 1 o'clock. Just trying to get as much down as we can because we think we've got rain tomorrow. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get these laid out, and then I think the next bit we'll show you is cutting in. All right, guys. It is 2:30. We're done for the day. Check us out. We are loading up the vans. Gonna have to make good this. But look how many brick. Look, I think we're. How many reckon we're short? 50.
Yeah, that.
So tomorrow, day 3, we've got some cutting in now. We'll be cutting in these, and I'll show you some of the methods we use for cutting in here. The easy way, hopefully. But as it's gone, we're 90 degrees here and here, so these are just little halves. We've just cut in halves, you can see. We're just in the middle of them, but we've run out of blocks, so we'll get the rest of the cutting in done. We've got an ACO going up at the front here tomorrow, and then I think we're going to do a couple of bands, aren't we, in front of the ACO? Is that the plan? Yeah, that'll look nice. And then we're out of here. But yeah, it's looking really nice. I know, you know, self-praise is no praise. We've got some little feature there and a little step. That step is on, well, I told you about that earlier. And then what we'll do, when we whack all this after, we'll do one last whack and the sand. You can see our crazy levels from here quite well. It looks perfectly square from there, but it goes this way, that way, it goes in all directions. But it's come out really nice. I think the client's happy with it. Interestingly, we've probably had 4 or 5 people stop and ask for quotes. So people like his work. It's only because me and Liam are here that they like his work, I suspect. If he was here on his own. He's laughing, he's laughing. But yeah, we'll have this done tomorrow and out of here. So yeah, I think it's fair to say £40 a day, we're worth it.